So, this past weekend I went to Vegas for the first time since I was like 19. And the last time I was there, all I did was stay in the hotel room pillow fighting my friend with the hard couch cushions, where I did my patented fake out backspin one-handed knockout super combo!
Win! Perfect!
But this past weekend was the first time I've gone since I turned 21, and so I guess I could finally do all the stuff that Vegas is known for. You know, like clubbing and drinking and hitting up girls. Now, if you know me, I'm not really into that kind of stuff. So when my friend Steve was like, "Hey Frank, you want to go to the club?" I don't know. Do you guys want to play Settlers of Catan instead? But he finally convinced me, which made it my first clubbing experience in Vegas. And to be honest, the only thing that I could think the entire time that I was there was, man, this place is a lot like Disneyland. I mean, hear me out here before you tell me that I'm crazy. So I'm walking up to the grand looking entrance of this club, and the first thing I see there is this line of people waiting to go in. I get in line and I'm thinking, this probably won't take that long. I mean, 5-10 minutes maybe, since we're all not that far from the entrance. But before you know it, surprise! You're snaking around in this dark room like Star Tours, and the line goes back and forth, making it much longer than it looks from the outside. After like an hour, I finally got up to the mean-looking bouncer, and just like Disneyland, it cost like $100 just to get in. And I even got a cute little stamp for re-entry. Now, the inside of the club really reminded me of Disneyland. Just like the inside of the Indiana Jones ride, where you have the Mara statue you're not supposed to look at, along the walls of the club, there were these giant gold statues, and instead of faces though, they were all bodies, and instead of eyes, they were all boobs. I could almost hear Sala, "Look not into the boobs of the idol. That could be dangerous. Very dangerous." And just like Disneyland, there had to be at least 400 million people inside. I thought the line was bad. Outside, I mean, I was just trying to get to the other side of the club to meet my friends, and I kid you not, I literally had to burrow. I mean, it felt like a groundhog or something tunneling my way through a sea of people. And then my genius friend Steve decides to lead our group of 10 through the middle of the dance floor where it was the most crowded. The dance floor was so bad that literally no one was dancing because they couldn't even move. I mean, the only way it would have been possible is if everyone like pulled a 300 King Leonidas. As one! This is Sparta as one! And then you had the music, which was some combination of house electronica, electropop, whatever you call it. And I kid you not, every single song had this exact same beat that was like bom, 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 bom. And some girl on the track would sing some completely uninspired Mickey Mouse lyrics written by an emo teenager about dancing in space and being in love until the morning light. And then the music would always cut and do a completely unsatisfying beat drop thing where it goes. And then go right back to bom, 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 bom. And while that was going on, you had lights and colors and lasers and confetti, and the girl on the track is still singing about being in love all night, and it just completely made me think of the world of color.
The world is a carousel of color, color, color.
You have to understand, it was just completely overwhelming. And to top it off, there was this DJ bouncing and pointing around on stage. He was probably the most excited DJ I have ever seen in my life. Like borderline seizure. Every time the beat would drop, he would just point and bounce and throw his hands up exactly in time with the lights and lasers, like Mickey Mouse during Fantasmic.
You're in my imagination now!
Well, fine. Now that I've thought about some more, I guess the club isn't like Disneyland at all. In fact, I would say Disneyland is much more fun than clubbing. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you ever have a friend that tries to trick you into going clubbing by telling you how fun it is, just ask him. Does the club have churros and turkey legs? Huh, Steve? Does it? Da 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 something you're in.